Her name was Ira, a simple girl whose life was as calm as a still lake, untouched by the winds of drama. She was a nobody at school, always sitting at the back, quiet, either reading a book or listening to music through barely visible earphones. She didn't have many friends, not because she didn't want them, but because she was just too comfortable in her own little world. A peaceful world, a drama-free world, until one day, the storm came, disguised as a boy. His name was Rayhan. Rayhan was the baddest boy in school. The most shameless flirt. Every girl wanted him, every guy feared him or wanted to be him. His hair was messy in a perfect way, his smile wicked, his gaze intense, and the way he talked made hearts skip beats. He wasn't just popular, he was a legend. Known for breaking hearts, causing trouble, and getting away with everything. Ira avoided him like fire. But fate has its own twisted sense of humor. One day, due to new classroom arrangements, they were assigned to sit together. Ira thought it would only be temporary. But Rayhan? He saw a challenge. Hey, you're Ira, right? The brainy one? Rayhan initiated. Ira nodded without looking at him. Quiet type, huh? He pushed further, his voice like an irritating melody. You talk too much, Ira replied flatly. From that moment on, everything changed. Rayhan teased her every single day. Sometimes with lingering stares, sometimes with accidental touches, or by calling her name in a tone that made her heart race. At first, she was annoyed. But slowly, she got used to it. And from getting used to it, she started to get curious. I know you're not as innocent as you seem, he whispered one afternoon in the library. Ira froze. What do you mean? You've just never been pulled into a world full of temptation, he smirked. And it was true. From that day on, Ira started to fall, slowly. She began to open up. Bit by bit, she started responding to Rayhan's flirty remarks, even if still shy. She began to wear makeup, smiled more often, and felt more alive than ever. There was something addictive about being around Rayhan, a mix of danger and freedom. One night, they snuck out from a school event and went up to the rooftop. Under the blanket of stars, Rayhan looked at her long and hard. You've changed, he said. Because of you, Ira replied. And do you like it? She didn't answer, but her silence spoke louder than words. Day by day, Ira was no longer the quiet girl who lived in books and music. She had become someone new, bold, magnetic. From innocent to daring, from quiet to wild, all because of one person, Rayhan. But the world of temptation isn't without scars. Ira started losing her old friends, got scolded by teachers, found herself entangled in drama she once ran from. But she didn't care. The thrill she felt was stronger than the consequences. She felt alive, and Rayhan was the reason. Until one day, Rayhan disappeared. Suspended after a fight. No goodbye. No messages. Ira sat alone again. But she wasn't the same Ira anymore. She was no longer quiet, no longer afraid. She had tasted danger, felt what it was like to love recklessly, to live without limits. When Rayhan returned weeks later, Ira greeted him with a different smile. Still trying to tempt me? She asked. Rayhan laughed. Seems like now you're the one tempting me. This story follows Ira, a quiet and simple girl who lives a peaceful, drama-free life. Her calm world is shaken when she's assigned to sit next to Rayhan, the baddest and most flirtatious boy in school. What starts as teasing slowly unravels a hidden side of Ira that even she never knew existed. She begins to change, from innocent to bold, from quiet to daring, all under Rayhan's tempting influence. But with change comes consequences. She loses old friends, gets caught in school drama, and finds herself living on the edge. Even after Rayhan disappears for a while, Ira emerges stronger, transformed, no longer afraid of the world or herself. Conclusion. This story highlights how two completely different souls can profoundly impact each other. Ira, once shy and reserved, discovers her courage and boldness through Rayhan's teasing and attention. Meanwhile, Rayhan begins to see something genuine and irresistible in Ira's transformation. It's not just a tale of romance or temptation, but of personal growth, about stepping out of your comfort zone, facing change head-on, and ultimately discovering who you truly are when life challenges you to break your own limits.